Hello Libra, this is Michelle from Divine Intuition and welcome to this monthly love reading for June 2020. So for this reading, I'm going to be using the Witch's Tarot and the Psychic Tarot Oracle cards. Okay? Alright, so just be mindful that this is not gender specific and that it is just regarding our energies. So whichever energy you resonate the most will be the message for you. All right, Libra. All right, so I'm just going to shuffle these cards for a bit and set the intention. Let's see what the Divine Feminines have to say for Libras. Okay. Wow, we start with the Ace of Cups. Wonderful. So love is coming in for the Divine Feminines. We have Temperance and Page of Wands. Okay, so let's see for the masculines. Oh, this one jumped out. The Nine of Wands. So the masculines are a little bit defensive this month. Let's see. The Hermit and the Queen of Wands. And for the overall energy, we have the Five of Cups. All right, so let's take a look at this reading further. Okay, so we start off with the Ace of Cups for the Divine Feminines. So the Divine Feminines are definitely connected with their Divine Masculines this month. There's definitely love in the air. She's opening up herself, her heart chakra. She is allowing herself to be more vulnerable than usual. She's allowing herself to express her love towards her Divine Masculine. She is much more carefree and expressing that love of hers. So I think this month she'll be much more she'll be more in touch with her emotions and her sensitivity, and she'll be expressing that love more than usual. Okay, so this is wonderful. For the Divine Masculines, we have the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands is suggesting that even though she is expressing her love more than usual, he's still a little bit on the fence. He's still pretty cautious of the relationship, not knowing whether to trust perhaps this Ace of Cup, this offer of love that the Divine Feminines are freely giving to the Divine Masculines, okay? So he's a little bit cautious whether to accept it or not, because it looks like he's been hurt before and he's a little bit defensive, on guard, not knowing whether he can trust this offer, because he has been hurt before in the past, and so he's just a little bit cautious, right, for this love to enter into his life, or this kindness, or this gesture of compassion, right? So he's a little bit on guard with the Divine Feminines, but the Divine Feminines are pretty open with the masculines right now. So I'd say, go for it. I think you can trust this offer of love right now, but it'll take some time for the masculines to trust it. Now for the Divine Feminine's heart space, we have the Temperance. The Temperance is suggesting that there is balance and harmony in the relationship, and that's because she's putting in the effort. She's putting in the effort and the love and giving that gesture to the masculines that she really cares about him, and she's really trying to prove herself that she really loves him and that he can trust her. And the Temperance is suggesting that she's also putting the effort into balancing their opposite energies. So they are quite opposite, so she's making sure that she's cooperating with the relationship and she's putting in the effort to harmonize the relationship between them. So if one of them is more extroverted and one of them is more introverted, she's maybe putting herself more out there to be more extroverted or more introverted. So she's definitely trying to reach in an equal level with the masculines, trying to balance out their opposite energies. So that's creating harmony in the relationship, and that's creating balance as well. So it looks like there's less conflicts, less tension with between the both of them. So with the Divine Masculines, we have the Hermit, and the Hermit is suggesting that at this time he is a little bit reserved. He is a little bit more isolated. He is stepping back, recharging. he is just contemplating about things in his life. He's very reflective this month, really trying to heal certain wounds from the past, maybe in regards to what happened here with the Nine of Wands. So he's definitely trying to figure things out right now at this time. He's not sure where to go, which path to take at this moment, but he's definitely using this time at this moment to kind of step back and observe the situation first before taking action. So it looks like the feminine are offering more of the gesture of love, and it feels like he's just a little bit cautious with this gesture and is holding back a bit and kind of observing where things will go, right? But definitely things are much more balanced and harmonized between the both of them. With the divine feminines, we have the Page of Wands. So she's definitely pushing herself out there. She's definitely trying to be a bit more extroverted, maybe trying more outdoor activities, some sports maybe, or some hobbies, or just going out in nature more, maybe hiking or maybe exploring certain places, really trying to enjoy the outdoors since it is summer now. So this may be new to her, but it's definitely something that she's willing to try, that she is willing to really push herself to experience at this time. So this is the card of being more extroverted, socializing more, and going out more, right? It's quite new to her, but it's something that is quite intriguing for her, and she's quite passionate about it at this moment. Feels like she's gonna be more in tune with this energy as time goes on, right? Seeing that quarantine has made us a little bit bored of being inside, or a little bit suffocated. So being outdoors is definitely a new experience. And when we are reserved and when we stay indoors for too long, we start to get we start to realize the beauty of the outdoors and the beauty of being outside. So she's definitely gonna go through that stage where she'll realize that, there's more to just staying indoors, right? So I do get the feeling this is more of an extroverted kind of energy. Okay, so that's wonderful. For the divine masculines, we have the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is a person that is very fiery and very bold and confident in what she does. So he could be viewing his divine feminine as this energy. Now this is a Leo kind of energy, an Aries or Sagittarius. Okay, so if this is not your sign, then this could be, if this is not the sign of the divine feminines, this could be just the characteristics that she can carry this month. So he does view her as this person with a fiery nature, and perhaps that has something to do with being like the Page of Wands. So seeing that she's pushing herself to do more things outdoors, or to communicate with her masculine more, right? Because this is also the communication card, and socializing and experiencing things that require more of a fire element, right? And I feel like she's definitely expressing that. She's definitely showing this month that she does have that fire element within her, and is quite passionate in what she's doing. She could be passionate in whatever endeavor she's doing here with the Page of Wands, whether it involves her being outdoors or involves her working on certain projects that are new to her. So whichever it is, she's definitely expressing herself and proving to her masculine that she is this fiery nature individual. Okay, very reserved for some reason, because we do have the Five of Cups as the overall energy between the both of them. And the Five of Cups is a card that is suggesting that they are going through a lot this time. They are mourning over losses. This is a card of grieving, and they are grieving this month. And I'm not sure if it's requiring the relationship. I do feel the masculines are stepping back this month, are a bit more reserved this month. So it could be something regarding the relationship. Perhaps they are feeling that things are not working out for them, perhaps, even though I do feel the feminines are putting a lot of effort though. So this could be something related to a different issue, and not really related to the relationship. Could be certain situations in their environment and their life that have really weighed them down, and are really going through a hard time. It's a heavy energy that they both have to kind of release. And They do have to purge it out this month, and I feel that's why he's stepping back a bit, why the masculines may be stepping back a bit, because he could be feeling this heavy energy that needs to be released within himself. And so it could have been situations from the past with a relationship that perhaps hurt him, and it's very hard for him to accept this love and kindness back in return. Or it could be situations that he needs to heal, that is, requiring him to release, since the Five of Cups is suggesting losses and grieving from situations, or situations that have hurt perhaps the masculines in the past, regarding perhaps family members, regarding in the relationship. But there's definitely something that he needs to release, okay, with the Five of Cups. And so does the Divine Feminines. Divine Feminines have to heal a certain part of themselves as well. Okay, so let's see what the Psychic Tarot has to say for this reading for the both of them. Okay, third eye chakra for the Divine Feminines, and for the masculines we have sacrifice. So the Divine Feminines are really connecting with their psychic abilities right now. They're highly intuitive this month. Perhaps that's what's causing them to open up their heart space, because I think they can clearly see a vision of the future. I feel like something has really opened up her heart. I feel perhaps it could be her environment, perhaps being able to see a clear picture as well in what's ahead of her, because the third eye chakra is also suggesting having a clear vision of things, not having anything foggy, or your mind is no longer confused, right? So having a clear mind basically, and kind of having visions of the future, and being highly intuitive this month, and perhaps receiving visions, messages that is making her see the broader picture. And that's why she has the Ace of Cups. So it's like a windfall of opportunity, of abundance perhaps approaching for the Divine Feminine. Okay, not only regarding some love, but in regarding to her whole situation in general, and in her environment. Okay, for the masculines we have sacrifice. So this is suggesting that he has to wait for a bit, that he has to sacrifice certain time before he can receive certain things in his life. Perhaps that is what's weighing him down at this time. Perhaps that's what's creating him to be the hermit. Perhaps it's been a long time before he can get certain things in his life, and it is requiring him to be a little bit more patient with certain situations, and things can get really emotional. The waters can, he can drown in the water if he overthinks things too much emotionally, and at this point he has to maintain has to be level-headed so that he doesn't drown in the waters and rises above it, right? So I feel like, there's opportunities waiting out for him. This rainbow gives me the sense of, there's beautiful things coming his way. He just needs to be a little bit more optimistic about the situation, and it just requires a bit more time. Okay, he has to just be a little bit more patient, right? And I think that's what's making him kind of reserved at this time. But it looks like good things are coming, right? With the Ace of Cups, and positive things coming your way in the future with the third eye chakra. Okay, so I think the masculines just need to be a little bit more patient and wait a little bit more time before he can see that rainbow show up in the sky after the storm, right? Okay, guys, so I hope you enjoyed this monthly love reading of June 2020. If you like this video, please make sure to subscribe to my channel, like the video, and leave a comment below. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Have a good one. Bye.